First, a new face will be joining you tonight as you catch up on local news that matters. Eric Rucker is KC24's newest nightly news anchor, and he joins me now. This is your KC24 debut, so thanks for being here.
Hi, Emily.
I'm really excited. Okay, so you're coming to us from Sacramento.
Correct.
Where you spent more than a decade.
12 and a half years.
And
yeah.
I did my research on you.
Yes, go ahead.
So I saw you report on sports.
Yes.
I saw you report on hard news, soft news, community stories. I saw a bunch of reporting at the fair up there in Sacramento, which were some of my favorites. And you also have a very established career up there. You were there for more than a decade. Yeah. So how did you end up here? What's your story? How did we get you?
Yeah, so I grew up in Calaveras County, not too far away from Sacramento. So Northern California, Central Valley, it's kind of been always my home. An opportunity to come down here to take the position that I now have arose. And of course, as you know, our former sports director here, Andrew Martin, is now the sports director up there at Fox 40 in Sacramento. Your former boss here.
Yeah.
When became my boss. So everybody just said it was an amazing place. So when the opportunity came up, I jumped at it, did not look back.
I know, we're kind of just like switching players from Sacramento to Fresno. So you were there for a long time, and you anchored the weekend show for a pretty long time. And I would imagine that you've got a pretty established reputation, a pretty
I hope so.
a pretty good team up there. How do you? Because it's always hard when you're comfortable somewhere to make a move, and you're from there. Yeah. So how did you make the move? How did you decide? All right, now is the time. I'm going to go somewhere new.
Because I'm fulfilling a dream doing this. You know, everybody there was fantastic. I loved working with everybody there. Our weekend team was phenomenal. But at the end of the day, it's just one of those, if you have an opportunity to have a lifelong dream as a full-time news anchor come true and stay in California, I had no other choice. Why do you,
because sometimes people that are not in the industry, they sort of don't, maybe they don't know the roles, or they don't know what we do, or it's sort of hard to understand like how the whole show comes together. Because my mom will ask me this all the time. Okay, well, before the show, like, what are you doing? Yeah. I'm working. Why is it your dream to be an anchor and maybe not a reporter?
Well, being out in the field, sometimes you got to find a bathroom. That ain't always easy. Being in a nice air-conditioned studio, it's nice. I think it's the ability to show who you are as a person more than just the hard news style of doing it all. Being able to make a joke here or there, make sure that you're the main storyteller and you're the face that people trust out in your community. And like I've said multiple times already, that's always been a dream of mine. And I'm a little sarcastic, a little bit of a personality, and you get to show that on the anchor desk, where you might not always be able to do that doing a hard news story.
Well, and I've always found, I always find satisfaction in leadership roles. You want to help people who are coming up, and in this industry, you sort of market hop a lot. And if you're trying to get to network or you're trying to get somewhere, you get reporters who come in for a contract and then they leave. And I really like that opportunity to sort of help people grow and mold them, and if you find a place that you like, then you're able to do that, and you get to do that on the anchor desk. Well, we're excited to have you, but let's talk about your experience as a journalist, because you have been a journalist for a really long time. What's your view on local news? How do you see it shaping information? How do you see local news shaping the community?
Well, first you have to be somebody that people trust, right? You could have a great presentation, tell the best stories, but if you don't have that credible aspect to you and people aren't necessarily believing everything you say, that's a big issue. So trust is the biggest thing. But just the ability to go out in the community, and people like, hey, that bald guy, I've seen you, right? You're on TV? Yeah, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Just that interaction with people, where you're not going to get that at a regional level, at a network level. I mean, that's what local news is all about, and that's what makes it the most fun.
I think that's something I always, when I talk about journalism or I talk about what I do, I always try to talk about the community aspect of it, because you can get your information from anywhere. You can go on social media, you can go to your big 5 networks, you can go to your 24-hour news networks, but your community stories, you're only really going to find with your local journalists. And it's, I think, in today's world, authority has so much access to give information. It's really easy to not answer questions. And so that's sort of the role of you and reporters and of the station. So we're excited to have you here, but we're going to do a We're going to do a new segment here on Central Valley
The hard parts
This
now,
is
yeah.
the hard part. Okay, we've got some rapid fire questions to get to know you a little better. Okay. We're calling it A Minute with Emily. Maybe this will stick around. We'll see how this goes. All right, let's put a minute up on the clock. Okay, we got a minute there. Are you ready?
No.
We'll see if we can get we'll see if we can get to all of them. All right, start the clock. Let's go. All right, your guilty pleasure.
Energy drinks.
Oh my goodness. Your biggest pet peeve.
Well, they have like 30 of them and they're all crammed together. Pass.
What? Your favorite board game.
Monopoly.
Oh my God. Something you can't do.
Jump high.
You know what? I can't whistle. I'm 35 and I don't know how to whistle. Okay, who do you text the most?
Mom.
What's the cutest thing on earth?
Mom.
Oh my goodness. The last book you read.
Something by Nicholas Sparks 20 years ago.
All right, do you have your own Netflix account or do you use someone else's?
Not only do I have it, but people have borrowed mine. That's how big of a grown-up I am.
Go-to karaoke song.
What's the theme song from Aladdin? A Whole New World.
Beach or lake?
Lake.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how messy is your house?
6.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much spicy food can you handle?
-4.
He is going to have some, you're going to have some getting used to the spicy food here in the Central Valley because I didn't get to the burritos or tacos.
Burritos.
And I didn't get to the best one, Taylor Swift or Beyonce.
Rihanna.
What? Okay, you can watch Eric Rucker. He is now here. This is his home. You can watch him every night here in KC24, local news that matters. Eric, thank you so much.
Thanks, Emily.
Happy to have you here. All right, coming up here in Central Valley today.